I'm going to demonstrate the ritual. So Koreans, their skincare routine is a ritual because it's a multi-step process and you don't have to do all the steps, but I'm going to demonstrate all the steps that I personally do with our water-based line. So I'm going to start with the cleansing oil. So this is both a cleanser and a makeup remover. You just need a couple pumps. You don't need any water with this one to start with. You can use a little bit of water if you want, but this is really to cleanse the skin of your makeup, your sunscreen, pollution, all impurities. So you really want to rub it all around your skin for about 60 seconds to really make sure you get all of that gunk off your face. Because with the double cleanse, the first cleanse is to remove all the dirt and everything from the day. Makeup, and sunscreen, you should always be wearing sunscreen. Super important for protecting your skin, anti-aging, and healing. So after you do the cleansing oil, then you can either use water or you can use a towel, a damp towel to take the oil off. So it's totally up to you. And this removes all makeup. It removes waterproof makeup as well. So whatever makeup or sunscreen. So this eliminates the step of taking off your makeup using makeup remover. So you don't have to use makeup remover anymore. I was doing 3 steps before I found the cleansing oil. I was using makeup remover to take all my makeup off. Then I was doing the double cleanse. So it's nice that this has been eliminating a step for me. There. So then I just took off my day, my sunscreen, my BB cream, also takes off eye makeup, mascara. So then next what we're gonna do is the Snow Enzyme Cleanser. So now this is our gentle exfoliator. And so after you clean your face, now we're going to really do the deep work on the skin. So I'm gonna get just a little bit of water with this here. And this will suds up on your face. The enzymes do the work on your skin. So you'll see the skin get sudsy, bubbly, almost like light shaving cream. And it's because the enzymes, the gentle exfoliation from the oat flour is doing their work to help break up all your dead skin, to reveal the lower levels of the skin, to help the skin turn over. The exfoliator is also what helps with dark spots, acne scarring, redness, complexion, evening out your skin tone. So you kind of wait for all the bubbles to dissipate. So your face kind of turns white with all of the bubbles. Also do your neck. If you put sunscreen on your neck, which you should also be, because get a lot of sun exposure on your neck and décolleté. And so after this, you do want to thoroughly rinse your face with water. And you want to give this a second. It feels a little tingly. You'll feel a little tingly as the enzymes are doing their work of helping to break up the dead skin, the dry flakiness. And you will want to use water because you want to make sure you get all of the enzymes off your face, because if you don't, then they will try to continue to do work on your face if you don't thoroughly get them off. So this one you do want to really thoroughly rinse with water and dry your face. So I'm going to do that really fast. Okay. And when you dry your face, it's also good to gently pat your face with your towel instead of like rub your face with your towel. Kind of just gently pat your face to help prevent from pulling the skin, because that's not good for your skin to put a lot of force through it. Okay, and so instead of the Snow Enzyme Cleanser, a few times a week I will use the stronger exfoliator, and that is the cleaning powder wash. And so this comes out as small granules, little powder. You just put a little bit less than a dime size in your hand. You get water, you rub it together to where it's all sudsy, and then you put it all over your face for 60 seconds and wash it off. So if you're going to do the stronger exfoliator, then you don't do this one. You do it instead. And it kind of depends on what you're going for. If you feel like you really need help, like you really need a lot of exfoliation to try to work through some stuff, then you can do the cleansing powder more often if you need to. And so next, what I like to do in my regimen is the calming balancing gel. And you just need a little bit of this one as well, like a little dime size piece. And this helps the skin with inflammation, to help calm down redness, because my skin is really sensitive, so it gets red really easily, like if I get hot or use certain products. And so this really helps to calm down the inflammation, the irritation, the redness. And like I said, you want to pull your products down to your neck and décolleté because you want all your skin to look the same. So you gotta take care of all of it. You don't want to have a nice looking face and then a saggy neck and décolleté. Yep, so just rub that in. Okay, and so next is when I do the Boosté Boo, which is the booster, the serum, then the booster again. So we got the booster and the serum. So these come in a set. And the booster you want to do first to really help balance out the pH of the skin and to get the skin ready to accept the serum, to really help with the bioavailability of the serum for the skin. So I'm going to do 3 sprays here. But you can do more if you feel like you need a little more. And so we want to let the booster do its job. So we give it a couple minutes to soak in, to dry up, to do its magic before we put the serum on our face. Because the serum and the booster do different things. So we want to let the booster do its work. So usually at this point in the routine, I go ahead and brush my teeth, or I'll put product in my hair, or I'll pick out my outfit for the day. I'll just do another step. But I usually brush my teeth for 2 minutes, so that's what I usually choose to do. So just do another step. And then with the serum, I usually do 3 drops of serum per use. And I sometimes I'll place it directly on my face from the dropper, or I'll put it in my hand, just 3 drops. And then I take it and I put some on my forehead and some on both sides of my face, and then down onto the neck and the décolleté. If you have any leftover product after you put it on your face and your neck, then you also want to put it on the backs of your hands, because our hands also have a lot of exposure, show signs of aging, and so we also want to think about that area. So I take the serum and put it all over my face and on my forehead, then up through the neck, down to the décolleté. Want to rub it all the way in, giving yourself a little face massage. And then we just wait for that to soak in, which just takes about 60 seconds. So sometimes at this time I will give myself a little face massage while I'm waiting for or I'll do a little gua sha, or the rolling, do like the jade roller, or just to kind of stimulate the skin to get blood flow while I'm kind of waiting for this to set in. But stimulating the skin really helps with circulation, which is good for anti-aging. So even if you do just a little bit of face massage. Even studies have shown even just pulling on your ear a few times in 3 directions for each ear a couple times a day increases enough circulation to your face to help with anti-aging of your skin. It's really wild. So I do really love the gua sha tools and the rollers. I think those all really help. So then we'll come back in with our booster again. So we're gonna do the sprays again to really seal in all that hydration, to really help the serum go even further. Because a lot of people ask, why do we need to use toners or boosters? Because they do exactly what they say. They help prep the skin to where you get more out of your product. It becomes more effective. So again, I give it a couple minutes to dry. So I usually then floss my teeth or do something else within my routine, and then go in with the moisturization afterwards. So I like to do my under eyes and my lips, and maybe even a little extra around my lips, the laugh lines, or if I have dryness. I tend to get dryness on my chin, so I use the multi-stick balm, and I'll do that. And you can use the actual balm, or you can put a little bit on your finger and do it as well. So I kind of like to rub a little on my finger and just pat around the eye. A little bit goes a long way. You don't, with all of these products, you really, less is more. You really don't want to use more than what's absolutely necessary, because that's just kind of wasting money. So doing the eyes, and I also like to do around the lips. So yeah, you can use your fingers, or you can just take the balm and rub it all over your face, whatever works for you. And so for moisturization, then we got the cream, the moisturizing cream, and it comes with a little spoon. So you spoon the product out of the jar. And again, a little bit goes a long way. You don't need much. And it goes on really nice. If any of you use oils currently for your moisturizer, it goes on kind of like as smooth as an oil. And it spreads really well, feels so luxurious. It's amazing hydration. The booster, the serum, and this moisturizer have the most percentage, over 80% of the active ingredients of the Byung Pool leaf, the Jeju energy water, as well as antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. And then I put the rest on my neck, pull it down to the décolleté. And I've been using this for about 3-4 months now. And I've had so many compliments on my skin. It's been wild how many compliments I've had on my skin. And I also have my husband using this line, and it has also made a world of difference in his skin, especially his acne and his redness. And so there I am, I'm ready to go. So it does take a few steps, but just like any other habit, you just do one after the other, and it's totally worth it. But like I said, just adding in one of these products to your routine at the bare minimum, doing a good cleanser and a good moisturizer, bare minimum, and you'll still see a world of difference. And depending on how you want to go about it, just kind of peppering in different products, or you could try the whole line. I recommend either. I did to where I just peppered in the products, but I've had a lot of people just go all in, and either way they start to realize the difference in their skin. Thanks guys.